Welcome back, everybody. I just realized I don't have the right page open. Give me a second.
Good way to start.
So, as always, I am your host, Connor. With us, we have Erica as Lane.
Hello.
We have Mike as Silver.
What's up?
Nick as Jim.
Hello?
And Travis as Silas.
Hi.
So quick recap on what happened last time. The team explored Daifobu, where Silas left owning a car and a wolf, as well as a potential warrant for his arrest, but it's a good thing he wasn't looking like him. The team made their way to Tanzaku Town, where they heard about intel about some shady characters in a warehouse. After going to the area, the attendant locked half of the team inside the house, and Jim observed a number of masked individuals approach it. Jim took the initiative to blow up the shady individuals before they got to his team, but only to reveal that they weren't so shady and that they were going to call the cops.
Can I go ahead and kind of go? I know we're going it'd be out of order.
No, Travis,
but
that was a good try, though. That was a good try.
If it's exclusively to knock out Hira, since he's not here, yes.
Well, that and one more thing. I just need to say something.
Sure.
Because first of all, we have no idea what's going on. We just hear an explosion. So
Yeah, you're not in combat yet.
yeah.
technically.
So I'm going to radio lane. What's going on out there?
There was an explosion. I didn't really see it.
Where was it at? It felt like it was near the front of the building.
That's where it looked like.
So can I roll a hide check?
But we're going to let Silas and Link take care of this real quick, and then we'll get to that.
Okay.
So, Lane, run to the front of the building and see if you can see what's going on real quick.
Okay, so before you do that, that's when Jim would. So if there's anything else you need to do before that, take care of it. Otherwise, we're going to jump to Jim real quick.
Okay, Jim, go ahead real quick then.
All right. So, Jim, you just blew up 4 people who are, on the bright side, all still alive, you can quite clearly see. But they're crawling, trying to get back to their feet, all very injured.
Let your hate flow through you.
Mm.
Take them out now.
Jimbo?
Yeah,
Wait, you said they're all crawling, trying to get back to their feet?
Yeah, they're, like, gathering themselves again.
except for this dude right here. He's okay.
Yeah, the one guy who's in the very back is still fine.
He's like, "Are you all right? I can't hear."
Alright, well, I mean, in that case, I'm going to teleport down there.
Okay.
I'm going to teleport down there. And am I on top of anyone? No? Alright.
You just in the middle of everybody.
I'm gonna start trying to assist them. Going, you guys alright? Oh my god, what was that? Holy shit! And
Roll
just
bluff check.
helping them back
Roll a
up.
bluff check.
Roll a
the
general
one.
bluff check.
Roll the one.
If you get a 20, you'll be fine.
Oh
60,
my
not
god.
too bad.
Oh my god, with the +1.
Bluff the street of trash.
So immediately the guys are, you're helping up the guys around you, and the other guy who's in the back, he kind of pulls off his mask, and you see his full face. You see a kind of like, fit guy from the face as far as you can tell. The guy looks and goes, "Who are you?"
I'm just passing by. I saw that explosion.
He goes, "Do you know where it came from?"
It looks like it came from that rooftop over there, and I pointed where I was at.
Sorry, I'm gonna do a quick general roll of myself.
Kill Jim or not kill Jim.
Well, this kind of messes up everything because I wanted Lane to like see them there, so I would panic and throw Hira into the roof.
GG. Oh, yeah.
You're gonna have to come up with another way, otherwise you're just gonna pass out.
That's okay. Maybe the woman could slam the door open and smash him right in the face.
Oh, that'll be good. That'll be good. That might be what happens. Fucking dropped something there. Okay, so at this point now you can continue on with what you're gonna do. And we'll come
I'm
back
just
to
helping
Jim
them
here in a
up.
second. I mean to Lane and
Oh.
Silas.
Oh.
I keep fucking misplacing something right in front of me. Whatever.
Smooth move, X-Lax.
Alright, Silas.
All right. Lane, go check and see what's going on up front at the front of the building.
Yeah. Just gotta.
Should I head here or do it?
So we can just say like you ran over there and look.
That's a move silently check, since obviously I don't know what's going on. I want to sneak up. Nobody knows
Okay.
I'm on this roof.
Awesome.
All right.
Well, you definitely.
Unless
look
they also
silently.
roll a 20.
So I look over the edge, and there's a bunch of guys that looks like they got blown up with something, and Jim is helping them up.
They're gathered outside the building,
Yeah, outside the main door.
so they're getting ready to come in to get us.
That's what it looks like, but Jim is helping them up, so we don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Well, come back over and we'll start trying to get out of here.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna try to throw Hero up to you.
Oh my god.
All right. So you go to throw here up. As you throw him into the air, he smashes his head because you threw a bad throw.
Into the roof, comes back down, hits the floor.
No, I get
Comes
stuck on
back
the roof
down,
like a
hits
nail.
the floor.
He's dangling.
Anyway, here's unconscious.
Hold on, let me roll that real quick.
Okay.
Shit. Man, I'm sorry.
And so here's unconscious. Blah blah blah. All right.
And then I'm gonna say, Silver. Give me your weapons.
Give me my weapon.
Lane, start sending down some of your iron wire.
You gonna disarm me?
Yes. We have Lane who's on the outside, and right now we have Jim. If we get in trouble, they can come get us. Right now, we need to not seem like we're hostile.
It's gonna be really awkward if Silver doesn't actually have a weapon, so he just like rips off his arm and gives it to you.
He has a spear.
How tall is the roof?
It's like 50 feet.
Okay. So I'm gonna tie a quick.
Maybe
little,
not 50 feet. I'll say 35.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
I'm gonna tie like a little like loop in the bottom of the wire, like
A lasso.
where it's coming. Yeah, but it's not like a real lasso. It's like coming down in two different points that are looped, so you can slide stuff into it.
I like that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna lower that down since I have 60 feet on me.
All right.
So I put my shield in between it, and then we put all of our stuff on top of it.
Rip.
Which is a sword and a
Okay.
spear.
How much weight is that?
A lot.
Probably not that much.
That's probably a lot.
Nah, it's probably not
Your
that
shield
much.
is like 70 pounds, isn't
I don't think so.
it? Your shield alone.
Hold on.
Oh, snap.
So you're
Didn't I-
firmly grasping that right now, right, Lane?
Yeah, firmly
All right.
grasp it.
All right. Just have to
You
make
go
sure.
over the. You can go through the whole.
Oh,
Strength check.
man.
Firmly grasp it.
GG.
Oh, rip.
Firmly grasp it in your hand.
What's your base strength, Lane?
10.
10. Okay.
I give her a boost by lifting you off the ground as high as I can go. So that's like 15 feet.
Doesn't matter.
So how much weight is it though?
Oh.
160 pounds.
Doesn't
This
matter
shield
if
is probably
you're-
the only thing we need to worry about right now.
It doesn't matter if you're giving her the greatest boost of your fucking life. Like, it doesn't matter if that thing's fucking 400 pounds and you're lifting it as
If
soon
it's
as the
over
fucking gets
100
out of her.
If it's over 100 pounds, I cannot lift it off the
Ha!
ground.
90 pounds.
All right,
Plus-
so you fucking, with all your strength, are lifting up that shield and the supplies.
Okay.
Well, he's. Never mind.
Also,
Like,
Yeah.
let magic happen. Let the magic happen.
So you kind of
Okay.
set it off on the roof next to you, I assume, right?
Yeah.
All right, then you lower it back down.
Yep.
All right.
we have nothing else to give.
Okay. I'm gonna tie the other end of it to the shield and like brace the shield on the edge of the skylight, so that way it's like most of the weight is going on that shield. If that makes sense. I don't know how.
What are you doing? We're gonna surrender because they know we're in here.
Fine.
I want you to. That's what I'm telling you right now on the thing. We're going to surrender. They know we're here, and I want you to follow us. And I'm gonna keep you in touch on my headset.
All right, will do.
All right. So back to Jim.
Mm-hmm.
You're helping the people up. That guy, he says, the guy who's in back, he helps his buddies up, and he kind of gestures them. He's like, all right, you all know what to do. Go back and get some help, and they all start rushing on off.
Oh,
That
okay.
guy looks to you, and he says, can I see some ID?
Man,
Show me your
this is not Jim talking. God damn it! Why do you have to see my ID?
You have, like, your ninja
I know
license.
I have my ID.
Just not my ID.
All right, let's do this. Okay, I don't have my ID, sir. I left it at the house.
Roll bluff check.
So the guy looks at you, and he says, who are you?
Well, my name's Jim. I'm from the Hidden Leaf. I'm just traveling.
And he says, you said it came from this roof, and he points to building 13.
Yeah.
So he, you see, he kind of walks up to the wall, and he starts running up it, like with ninjutsu.
I'm just,
And
I'm
he
gonna
stands
watch.
on top of it. What was it?
I'm just gonna watch this dude.
All right. He sees looking around, and he says, there's no one here.
Well, that's where I saw it come from. I shout back up at him.
Okay, so he kind of starts looking around, scanning around. And then Lane, he sees you in the distance, on the building across from him.
Me?
He sees Lane, not you.
Oh.
What's the distance there? 8 feet. Yeah, you're pretty open right now. You're not hiding behind anything. So he jumps from that building to the next, and he runs up, and he gets right here, and you realize that there's someone there, and he goes, "Stop! Who are you?"
I'm a ninja with the hidden leaf.
He goes, "Do you have your ID?"
Yeah. And I pull it out and show it to him.
He goes up, he walks up, he inspects it. He goes, "Everything checks out here." That man down there, Jim, is he a friend of yours?
Yeah, he's with my group.
What's your business here?
We're here investigating some rogue ninja. We've been following their trail through a couple of towns, Daifobu, and I don't remember the name of the other one.
Yeah, so he hands your ID back to you. He goes, "My crew was just attacked as soon as we tried to enter that building. Do you know who it might have been?"
I honestly do not. But I will assist the investigation as well as I can.
So the guy, he goes, "Okay." And he kind of looks around, and he looks at all the stuff on the ground. And he looks at the open window in the warehouse, and he kind of peeks in, and he sees the team down there. And looks at you, says, "So what are you doing here at the warehouse?"
We were, like I said, investigating leads of the rogue ninja. We were led to this warehouse. We came over here. Me and Jim were posted up on these rooftops, and then they went inside. Somebody locked the door, and so my squad leader told us that we were going to surrender, so he wanted me to cart all of our gear up here.
So the guy kind of looks at you, says, "You said rooftops. Was he not on the same one as you?"
No, he was over on, and I'm going to point at 12.
So you're bluffing?
Yeah.
All right, roll a bluff check.
Oh my God! Thank you.
Well, I can kind of assume that if there was stuff that happened, that it came from over there. This is not going to be a good. Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no!
Well, he doesn't exactly have a good modifier with his, so for all you know, he might have, might still be fine. So he kind of looks at you, and he scans you up and down. He seems a little cautious about you. And he looks down, and he goes,
If you want, I can give you my receiver so you can talk to our squad leader directly.
Okay, I'm fine with that. Here, hand that to me.
So I hand it to him.
And he starts talking to you, Silas. You hear an unfamiliar voice over the radio. And he says, "Hello, my name is Toku. I'm part of a privately hired security group for this warehouse building. I am here with your teammate Lane. I am going to come on in through the front door of that building, into the room where you are, and you're going to show me what it is that you're looking at. Lane has already told me the details as to what's going on."
That's fine.
He really says, "Oh yeah, you looked at your ID.
No.
Yeah, you know it's there."
That's fine. We mean you no harm.
And he hands that headset back to you. He says, "You can either hop in through the window or you can come with me through the front door." He starts walking off. Jumps down. These guys are all gone by this point.
I'm gonna, while he's doing that, I'm gonna move the gear kind of off to the side behind the, like on the other edge of the skylight, so that way you can't really see it when you're looking at it from the other rooftop. And then I'm
Okay.
just gonna follow him.
Okay. So you hop on down, and he opens the door. And he starts going on. And he says to you, Jim, he goes, "Lane, just describe the situation to me. If you would please come with me."
No, no go, sir. I'd stay outside.
The man looks at you and he says, "Sir, you are currently facing a terrorism penalty if you don't fully cooperate right now."
God damn it. Why does this always happen to me? I follow him.
Right.
God
Sorry,
damn it,
what's
Wreck-It
the
Ralph.
silence?
Why do you have to be my hero?
And so he continues on in, and you both follow, right?
Yeah.
See?
And he gestures to the woman, who is very frightened as the bomb is blown open the front door. And he, consoles her for a moment, and then, gets her to let you all in.
She's
And
good
the
actress.
door opens. He walks in. She walks in behind him, and your team follows as well. And the man looks at you and he says, "Now, which one of you is the leader? Is that you?" Looking at Silas.
That would be me.
"What's your business here? What's it that you're doing in the warehouse?"
I'm sure Lane's already explained it to you. We were looking for a rogue ninja. This lady said, "Come with me." We thought we had a lead. She led us into this warehouse, and then she locked the door.
And so he looks at you and he just kind of goes and he walks up to the crate. And he says, he walks up to you, walks up to the crate, says, "Open the crate."
I know what's in there.
Oh, yeah?
I saw the picture.
Dead bodies.
Take a big breath, and then open that crate.
And you open up to reveal an empty crate.
Nothing.
Empty crate.
And the man looks at it and he says, "Do you know why this crate is empty?"
No.
And he says, "Well, I do. The reason why you were locked in here is because that crate belonged to a group that we believe were Rogue Ninja. A group that was passing by and using our warehouse as their stocking grounds, where they could put all their loot and everything that they were gathering for hell if I know. But they ended up removing their last shipment before we realized what was going on. Now then, I can tell you where they're going. However, you and your team will have to report with me to the police station."
That's fine. I have nothing to hide.
He goes, "You don't. I believe you." And he kind of looks around. He goes, "But your friend here, Jim, he's not so lucky."
I trust Jim. If anybody, I don't trust Hero.
"Well, your friend threw an explosive at me and my companions, so I hope you'll forgive me if I don't trust him."
That's a awful big accusation. Are you sure?
And he goes, I could tell very clearly that your teammate," and he gestures to Lane, "whereas try she might to lie her way to me, it's not hard for me to see through deceit. Jim
Lane?
himself said that the bomb came from a rooftop, And I believe that is also where it came from, as I saw the kunai land before it exploded. And Jim is the only one who would know about what's going on with that rooftop, as well as Lane saying that you were on separate rooftops gives me enough reason to believe that he has made a very grave mistake.
That doesn't
Well,
sound like it's
I'll-
enough. Hold on. That doesn't sound like that's enough proof to me. No one witnessed Jim throw it.
And the guy looks at you
Yeah.
and he walks up and he says, "Then you'll be happy to come with me and spend a little bit of time in the jail cell while we have an investigative team come out to detect the chakra."
Sounds fine.
And he
God.
starts walking off.
God damn it. God damn it. I'm gonna think. Alright.
You can't say anything.
Alright.
I mean, the lady's in the room still.
Now he's walking off saying, "Hey, come on with me."
Alright. Well, since he's walking off, and as they're walking, and when we get to the door, I want to do a sleight of hand check for making a fluent or chakra cancellation.
Do you have the chakra cancellation seal?
Yeah.
Okay.
I also have seals prepped. Oh my
Okay.
god.
So roll that sleight of hand check.
Okay, hold on. What's my sleight of hand?
Here comes the one.
If I seriously roll a 1, I will murder everyone in that police station.
Come on. Command 1.
What the fuck is up with all the goddamn noises coming on the fucking road right now?
Oh man, I'm so sorry, Jim.
I was like, oh, shit.
What's my sleight of hand check?
Damn.
All right.
Nice.
Finally rolled higher.
So you do that, and the man doesn't react as you're all walking out.
Alright. I put using that same roll for sleight of hand, put the seal back inside my pouch.
First off, you don't get to choose whether or not you use the same roll.
Can I use the same roll?
No. However, I also wouldn't call that a sleight of hand.
What? Putting something back in my pouch?
Right.
Why would that not be sleight of hand? I'm trying to keep it
I'm.
unseen.
It. What the fuck?
Well, I guess using that whole thing would be pulling it out, doing it, and then putting it back.
There we go. Sorry,
Right?
what's that?
Yes,
I-
no, maybe so.
You putting. Well, wait. Aren't you taking just one seal out?
Then taking one seal out, using the seal cancellation Fuinjutsu,
So what are you putting back into your pocket?
the seal.
No, the seal's gone.
What?
To use the seal, you pretty much place the seal on the ground. It takes.
Give me 1 second.
Thought you put it in a scroll.
No, the seal comes from the scroll. The scroll contained
Okay.
the paper which you turned into the seal.
I'm just going off of what I remember. I'm not reading the skill.
I'm just explaining to you how it works. So you don't even have to put anything back into your pocket.
Okay, good.
This isn't anything against you.
I know. I'm just. I thought I had to put it back in my pocket. Let's continue.
And we're continuing.
And we're continuing.
And I'm just gonna get to the point where I can grab you all at the same time. And y'all go to the police station, which is across from a brothel, you see.
Not a key.
See, in our original
It's become a
recording,
big thing.
there
building?
was a
Ah,
topic
found it.
about this where I fucked up what town I was in. So you go into the police station, and he says, "Now I'd like you all to step into a cell for the time being."
All right.
Sounds
Anyone
good.
gonna resist at all?
Nope.
Got no reason to.
All right. They put Red 13 into a cage as well.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Red 13 can't sit in here with me?
The guy says, "No,
Come on, man. That's my pet.
we have regulations."
He's still imprinting. You can't take him away.
So since you went into the cell first and he locked it behind you, he doesn't care what you're saying, and he just puts Red 13 in and walks away.
Yeah, I'm gonna resist now.
Boy, he's
I'm feeling.
boy, he's playing with fire.
Alright. So I'm gonna do a spot check for cameras.
Okay. Roll spot check. You do see a camera.
Man. Alright.
We
That's
pick
all.
up I pick up a pebble off the floor and I flick it at the camera.
Camera breaks
so-
sound like going off.
Some time passes until eventually the man walks up and he goes up to you and he says, "Now, Jim, I'd like you to step up to the door."
And I step up to the door.
He says, "I'd like you to hold out your hand."
I'll hold out my hand.
So he takes the seal out of his pocket and he places it on the hand, and he just kind of holds it there for a moment, and then he removes the seal. He says, "Now I'll be back shortly."
What'd you just do to me?
He says, "I took some of your chakra to identify it."
Oh.
Man walks away, and he comes back in. And he goes, "I still don't believe that you have nothing involved with the situation. However, there's no correlation between you and any chakra that was there. Now then, you are all free to go. However, finish your business here and then get out of this town."
You
Wait,
said you were
what?
gonna, you said you were going
That-
to hold on.
What?
You said you were going to tell us where they were leaving to. The
Right. And he kind of pauses for a moment, and he says, "Give me a moment. I'll have to give you a map."
Thank you.
So the doors are all unlocked. Right? Are you gonna do anything, Jim, or are you still freaking out?
I'm not freaking out. That was Nick freaking out. And that worked? Holy shit. Can't believe that.
Jockey cancellation seal.
So I walk over to.
I was fine with using that in that situation.
So I'm gonna walk out and walk over to the cage that Red 13's in.
Okay. And so another moment passes. And just put both the cells are unlocked, by the way. So if you want to interact with him, you can.
Cool, I let him out. Come on, buddy.
So I kind of walk out to the main lobby, and then the man comes back with a map, and he hands it to you, Silas. He says, "Well, it's getting late. Finish your business in town. I imagine you'll want to stay at a hotel. In the morning, I hope I don't see you here,
What about that brothel? Is there rooms in that brothel?
as you cannot spend the night in the brothel. However, you can hire someone in there."
Do you have any
God damn it.
tall ladies?
I would not know firsthand. I'd recommend you ask them.
Well, actually, we have lights on my car. Y'all ready just to get out of here?
I want to go collect our shit first, but yeah.
Did you take our stuff, officer, or was it still on the rooftop?
Man says all your stuff is still on the rooftop.
Nope.
Unless it's been stolen.
Hey.
Jim, can you go collect our things? You're quicker than everybody else.
Why?
Teleport.
Fine. Use me as your luggage, boy. I see. Just give me a fucking red cap and a little vest, and I'll start being your monkey.
Are you fucking kidding me? I bought a fucking car for the team.
I'm walking. I'm saying this as
So-
I'm walking away.
This is a little metagame right here. If you do continue your journey, you'll have gone almost 24 hours without a night's rest, which means you'll start taking penalties.
Not me. I'm sleeping in the back.
Yeah, same.
As well as you also won't regain your chakra for the night's rest.
Okay, fine. We'll just stay the night.
Fucking monkey boy, me.
Well,
what
I
we
barely
do?
spent
Ooh,
any, so
Well, yeah, but this is more Jim and Silas.
I've spent some. I'd rather, and when I spend more on the car ride to the next place, I'd rather be fully charged.
That's what I would recommend. That's me bringing it up. So, for the sake of just, the sake of it, if there's anything else that you all want to do in the town, you're welcome to do that for the night.
Well, there's
Yeah,
a
just-
festival, right? I want to go watch the fireworks.
Now, the festival right now is just like the people selling stuff at the stalls.
Ah, GG.
What a shitty festival.
That's just
Town
what they call it.
sucks.
That's just call it. They've called it the festival, but it's just a whole bunch of buying and selling.
Town sucks.
Okay, so I have a map to this town, don't I? Didn't the dude like give me a map or sell me a map?
Yeah. No.
Not in this town.
No, you asked about a map, and a guy said that there was a map, but you never went to get the map. You want to go get the map?
I have that map.
I want to check out these dark buildings over here,
Okay.
but it's not my turn.
Yeah, let's go in initiative order for anything anyone wants to do special. Lane.
I'm gonna go get a map.
All right. I'm gonna. Yeah, we'll just say that you get a map and you'll share it to look at it together. So it's 500 Rio.
Like, do we have our stuff back at this point?
No, no, I'm taking my time. I'm not teleporting. I'm walking.
So
Yeah,
you have the
fine.
map.
We went and got our shit ourselves, and we're back here.
GG.
So you get the map. You see a number of things. You see that the dark buildings listed as 9 and 10 are housing areas.
Oh, okay, cool. I won't go there then.
Well, that's what they're listed as. You can still go check it out if you want.
Oh, when I pass this dude, can I say something to him before? It's out of turn, but can I say something to him one last time?
Sure.
By the way, you haven't seen a blonde-haired guy with a cut on his face and wearing a red cape, have you?
He has dark hair.
He has dark
Yeah,
hair.
he's
thanks.
black.
Roll a gather information check.
That's why I have a good team right there. They tell me things. Hey, +7. Nice. Yeah, it sucks.
So the man, he kind of pauses and he looks at you and he says, "That's one of the ninja who was picking up the shipment."
Shit. He's out for
Anything
my-
else?
He's out for my head, literally.
Well, it's a good thing that you're on his tail and he's not on yours then.
Good point. Well, thanks.
Mhm.
Anything else interesting in this town before?
So there's
we
plenty of
move
things that are
past?
interesting in this town. Let me scroll out real quick. All right, let's just go down the fucking number list here. Number
Gotcha.
1, massive grocery store.
Hey,
Number 2, tech store. Number 3, supply store. Number 4, town hall. Number 5,
Four.
clothing store. Number 6,
Sweet.
high-class brothel joint.
shut up.
Hell yeah.
Number 7, catering store.
Sweet.
Number 8, police station, where you're at. Number
Ooh.
9, apartment complex. Number 10, apartment
Oh, yeah.
complex. Just for the sake
Oh,
of, so I'm gonna mute you here in a second. Just so you're aware of the difference in the color, 18 and 19 are also an apartment complex. If that draws you there for
Wow.
any reason of curiosity. 11. Fucking Christ.
Warehouse.
11, warehouse. 12, a gambling. Oh yeah, 12 and 13 are over that gambling building. 14, restaurant. 15, hotel. 16, bar. 17, cheap hotel.
Well, am I going to get all this stuff? Like solo still? Or did we all go get the shit?
It sounds like everyone wants to go get it according to Silas, so you all got it
Yeah.
together.
God damn it.
I shouldn't have bitched about the teleport.
I was gonna say I've been gambling all night. I didn't sleep at all. I was at the gambling hall losing money.
You can just break off from the team and go to the gambling joint. Ugh.
No, but if I didn't go and get all their stuff, I just went to the brothel. While they went and got their stuff.
All right, well, let's go down the turn order here. Lane.
I'm gonna go check out the tech store.
All right, you go to the tech store.
Oh.
There's a man there, and he just a common, average-looking man. He says, "Hello, how can I help you?"
What do you do here? What do you sell? What's going on?
Technology. You need things from radios to cameras, laptops, phones, anything that has electricity running through it. We do our best to hold.
Hmm. Do you have any like small personal communicator things like this? And I show him mine.
Alexa goes, yeah, I think we've got a few of them.
Can I get 3
Yeah.
of them?
He goes, let me go take a look here. He goes, yeah, you can get 3 of them.
Will they be able to access the same frequencies?
He goes, yeah, they should. Just
All
gotta
right,
input whatever it is.
3 of them.
Oh, you're so nice.
And so I'm just gotta scroll to the thing. Gotta make sure I'm not giving you the cheap one, giving you the same price one as I gave initially, since that's the high-fangled one.
They can give us the cheap ones, and then they'll just cut out randomly.
No, the cheap ones are like full-on, like pull-up walkie-talkie.
Hmm.
So if you want to be super obvious and low-tech, then yeah. Which, I mean, you're buying, you have the choice to do that.
No.
He goes, okay, that's 3,500 Rio a piece.
A piece?
I don't
That's
really
what the
have
initial price was.
I don't have that kind of money, so
He goes, you want 2? 1?
nah.
All right.
That
Anything
was
else
a
I can
steal.
interest you in?
No. I guess not.
All right. Have a good day.
You too.
Later.
A piece though? Holy God.
That's what I charged you initially, I'm pretty sure.
Nah, I only had to pay 1,500 for mine.
No, I charged you more than 1,500. This was a
Nah.
big deal. People had to pull their money together. I charged you more than 1,500.
Oh my God.
So anything else you want to do, Lane?
Go to the mask store.
All right, you go back to that mask, or you go to that mask store. It wasn't you, it was Hira. So that's the little stall. So that's number 2.
Yeah, I'm already there.
I just realized that.
Alright.
All right, see a man there. He goes, how can I help you, little lady?
You sell masks?
Yes, and he points just all around him. Everywhere. We sell all kind of masks. What are you looking for? You like this one? He points to like one with a little red eye mark. How about this one? It's kind of like the Kitsune mask.
Tum Tum.
The young Thomas.
You buy Tum Tum.
No.
He definitely holds up. He pulls up the Kitsune mask and he holds it up closer to you. You definitely seem like a cat girl to me.
No, 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 no.
GG.
Okay, good.
Well, Kitsune is Fox, so.
Fox. Shit. Fuck me. Fuck. You're right.
Cat girl.
Nudge,
cat
nudge.
box. Same thing.
Sure.
He goes, all right, it's only 200 Rio.
Alright, and then I was wondering if you had anything. I gotta look it up on the interwebs, though.
That's a crazy looking but cool as fuck mask.
Right there. The guy goes, he goes, I'm afraid I don't have anything like that. Just more of the like Ombu style masks, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Oh, Majora's Mask. Yeah.
Yeah, Majora's Mask. So I say okay, and I just put on the Fox mask.
All right.
Give him the money.
He goes, enjoy that.
I will.
All right, Silver, what are you doing?
Alright, so I'm not taking him here anywhere, or he's just gonna be like held at the held at the police station.
No, you're good to go.
Alright. So make sure he's good.
Yeah.
Alright, so where'd you say the housing area was? You said 9.
Well, 9, 10, and 18 and 19, the full right street.
Alright, so looking at that map, I'm gonna head around back to the first housing area here.
So I'm gonna say, as soon as you get to the street and see the housing area, you look at it and you see that house is burned down. The entire complex.
Cool guy?
Rip.
So there's just rubble and just charred house.
We'll go look around then. Since I can't investigate, just look, do spot checks for stuff. See if I can find anything. I guess that would be a search check. See if I can find evidence of anything that would have survived the fire.
Okay, roll search check. How dare you yawn, Jim? I would never yawn during one of these.
I've been up since freaking 2 a.m. Shush.
Yeah, well, I've been up since 8 a.m.
I've been up since 2 p.m.
Man, everyone's well rested. Fuck y'all.
So you don't find anything of value at all, Silver. Everything's completely burned down.
Can I
Oh my
search
god.
the other building? I guess on my next turn.
It's gonna be the exact same thing, so no.
Same search? No, right. It's a
Yeah.
different house, though.
And it's gonna be the same search.
Alright. Then I will wait and think of something for my next.
I let Lane do too. If you want to do too, you're welcome to.
Oh, you mean another?
Any
like
other
do
things that
something
you're
else?
trying to do?
No. Instead of a search, I guess I'm going to do a spot check to see if I see anything. Because I can't really use my hands. Maybe I can use my effing eyes.
Do you have investigate at all?
No, that's why I wasn't doing that because I
Okay.
don't investigate.
You don't see anything that stands out.
My turn.
I'll say that. I'll say you see a crying woman through the rubble on the other side.
Okay, that's curious to
Giving your boy a handout.
Alright, that was my turn. Then I'll do some bull that next turn.
All right, Jim.
Well, surprise, surprise to everyone. Jim goes across the street to the brothel.
All right.
Hey,
So you go up to the brothel and you see that there's a man who's there. And he goes, "Hello, sir. How can I interest you tonight? Do you partake in the men, the women? What is your fancy?"
Man, I have to say it too. God damn it.
Mhm.
I partake in the men.
Fucking you, Umberto. God damn, you're so fucking resistant to just saying I'd bone a dude. Even if you wouldn't do it in real life, it's just a fucking word.
Okay, it's still like it pains me.
Alright, so the man says, you partake in the male desire. Fantastic. It is 5,000 for a client for 3 hours.
Alright, I want your fanciest, best looking client. Or prostitute, gigolo, whatever you want to call it.
Well, considering I use the word client, I imagine client would probably be best.
Okay.
Use that instead.
This is my first time in one of these. I'm a little bit
Now
nervous.
then, Lenny says, "Follow me to a room."
Why does this happen every time, dude? Alright.
And, just give me 1 second here.
Swear to God. I swear
So,
to God, Conan.
No, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. So you see a
Swear to
man with nice blonde hair and sunglasses and a little bit of scruff on him comes on out.
Uh-huh.
He goes, "Hey, so you here for me?"
Oh. Would I recognize this guy
No,
from past life?
no.
Bandit Keith.
Why you- God damn it. No, I was hoping for the Alibaba version of where it was like just the male version of what Travis had. And it was gonna turn me straight, and I was gonna have to like bounce around and run from him, but I couldn't get away. Then I had anal sex.
Rip.
For someone who's so against saying boning a dude but planned for the session to end in rape, I'm just befuddled right now.
God damn it. I don't even know how to react to this. Just
Yeah. The
cut.
man walks up to you. He begins to take off his shirt.
Oh, cut. Cut.
You can end this
Mulligan.
all just by saying we get intimate.
Are we going up to like
Mulligan.
an R rating?
Mulligan.
This isn't golf. You don't get a mulligan.
Hey,
Mulligan.
an R rating, boys.
Nope.
16 plus.
No.
Spend the 5,000 Rio, you get the night. All right, so Jim and the man get intimate. Silas,
No, it's
we're on
not.
to you.
Oh no.
Rest in peace.
You asked for this, Jim.
You created this area. Rip Jim.
Silas,
We're
what
over
are you
here
gonna do?
looking for.
Silas, save me. Save me.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm muted. I wouldn't want to listen to any of that.
Rip.
Save me.
I'm gonna go to the hotel and go to sleep with the
He
dog.
rubs his palm warmly upon your breast. Sorry.
Oh my god, no. Oh my god, no.
That's the most detail I'm
Look,
gonna
it's
go.
Bandit Keith.
Mhm.
So which is the good hotel?
The decent hotel is number 15.
We'll walk up.
So as you're walking towards 15,
Uh-huh.
you immediately hear a tussle, like some yelling happening in building 16, the bar.
Ooh, cool. Hold on. So I look over.
And you see, or you recognize one of the voices. You're like, that's familiar. I know who that is. And you hear a man's like, who's just kind of yelling. He's like, "Oh, come on! I know you can give me this alcohol. I don't care that I'm not of age. I've saved your village. I've saved every village. Don't you know who I am? I was part of the Shinobi Union Guard. Damn it!"
So look some chump.
Red 13. Sit. Stay, boy. I'm gonna walk in the bar.
You walk in, and you recognize Kandakai of the Sound.
I'm just gonna walk up to the bar next to him at like just messing with him. Excuse me, bartender. I'd like to order a drink.
The man looks at you and goes, "All right, ID."
Sure. Here's my shinobi ID.
He'll look at it, and he hands it to you and goes, well, look at that. Just like the guy next to you, you're not old enough. And he throws it back at you. Because both of you, get out. At which point, Kandake, what?
But I'm a giant.
The guy looks at you and says, I don't care how big you are. We only serve people who are the legal age of 21 here. And Kandake at that point goes, giant. Silas!
Hey.
I'll do that to look at you. Silas!
Hey, buddy. How's it going?
Back with that stuff again, huh? Hey, let's get out of here. Screw this guy.
Yeah.
Starts asking you, like, what are you doing here?
I'm looking for the man that's killing our squad mates.
You too, huh?
Mhm.
Well, I've tracked him down to this town, but unfortunately I'm at a loss as to where to go next. So hoping I could get a drink to calm down and relax a little, but the bartender won't let me have one.
Yeah. I had a jug, but I gave it to someone.
Don't suppose they're nearby. Don't suppose they're nearby.
They're not even living anymore.
Probably not.
Not living.
Yeah, they're dead.
No, they're not. He's alive. He's back at the village. I gave him the whole thing. I think he chugged it all. I said that's
No, I
made from
didn't.
I said
You gave it
that's
to
made from
Regekko.
giants. Yeah, I said that is made from giants, and be careful. And I think he chugged the whole thing.
He didn't chug the whole thing, but he definitely had a fair amount.
He said that. I don't suppose they're nearby. I get you.
Yeah.
No, I gave it to Regekko.
I don't know who that is.
Just the town drunk.
You just explained blah blah blah. So, having leads? Any progress on finding this guy?
Yeah, actually, if you want to join me in my current squad, since the union let me go, you can join us and we can all travel together. I have a vehicle.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic. Always wanted to drive in a car.
Or I think we're planning on staying here for the night so we can recharge and head out for the morning.
That sounds like a good plan to me. All right, let's go grab that hotel.
Yeah, go.
All right. Let me just pull up this token.
Cool. I got a new buddy.
Yeah, lots of fun stuff this mission. You got a buddy, you got a car, you got a wolf.
Four
You got a
generators.
guy trying to
Shit.
kill you, who's dedicated on killing you and your team. It's gonna be
Blow up
great.
my head. So does that mean he's gonna die?
That was possible.
I can't save him.
That was possible. We'll get there.
Every time you say that, Connor, we do something wrong. We can't save them. So and then afterwards you say all you have to do is this one thing, and then it would have worked.
All you gotta do. That's all you gotta do.
You never forget.
It's okay, depending on how things go in this on this session, he'll probably be fine. So, unfortunately, my audio pretty much bugs out. It got corrupted for about 2 hours here. So I'm just going to be recording over important bits of information. But a lot of that, like the entirety of this episode, is going to be cut down. So I do greatly apologize for that. So, you all arrive outside of a large storage-looking building. The building's roughly 100 feet high and 100 feet in width and length, and it has absolutely no windows. Alright, so you open the front doors, and you see a variety of boxes spanning the perimeter of the building. The room is well lit, with electrical lights, and along the walls you see are a series of large banners going from the roof to just above the ground. The banners all have the icons of the great nations emboldened upon them, with a decisive rip through the center of the emblem on each flag, similar to what you would see on a Rogue Ninja's headband. In the center of the room, you see a man sitting on a box with one leg propped up and the other relaxing off of it. The man is wearing a red headband, a red cape, and has a cross-shaped scar on his right cheek, and as you enter, he looks up at you all. Well, 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 if it isn't the band of Misfit Ninja, led by none other than Silas the Giant. But before we start this battle, I have a question. You see his eyes begin to glow red, and he glares. You see his eyes begin to glow red, and he glares at you, Silas. That sword. Now tell me, Silas, was it you who was responsible for chopping up my village? Was it you who cut my family to ribbons?
Yes, my eyes like it really dark and dark. I killed them all.
So G dashes forward with his hand extended, aiming at Silas's head. But just before he makes contact, you see his whole body explodes A moment later, you see a number of boxes have the top launched off of them, and out from each one emerges G. So I'm basically just going to be giving a quick summary here of the fight and how it goes on at this point. A bunch of the G clones come out. Silas fights back by making a bunch of clones himself. Each of the clones that G uses go up and they start blowing themselves up to try and hurt the team and reducing the number of clones. And this pretty much is a cycle that continues until eventually the team is able to damage G enough to force him into submission. And in G's last moments, he does his final action. He speaks to you as he looks forward. So, I wasn't able to avenge my family, but at least you'll still lose yours. You're already too late, the Rogue Ninja. Just like when I return to my village, you'll see them dead. And then G runs forward at you all. You see he uses a self-sacrifice technique, causing a massive explosion. And then Silas, who's the only one who's in range of the attack, substitutes away with one of the nearby boxes. And then they proceed to make their way back to the village as quickly as possible. So the team makes their way back to the village, and you all see storm clouds gathering. About 30 minutes outside of the village, you all see a series of rising plumes of thick black smoke coming from the direction of the village. As you get in viewing distance of the village, you see a number of what you assume to be techniques and jutsus being used. A pillar of flames, a gust of wind, all of which are bellowing the smoke. And a large collection of lightning spawning from the same area. You arrive at the edge of the village, and you see that the gate, as well as the wall to the right of the gate, have been completely demolished, but leaving no noticeable rubble. This has left a large earthy entrance to the world. The buildings inside also seem to be missing for the most part. With the remaining buildings being partially destroyed, the only thing on the earthy surface is a mixture of bodies. Civilians, Leaf Ninja, and even some Rogue Ninja. Upon entering where the gate was, you feel the ground seems weird. It's sticky and clingy like mud, but looks completely dry as though it was dirt. And as the team is walking on, they notice that their chakra is being sapped slowly. And as soon as they call it out, they hear a high-pitched voice coming from the earth. And 5 ninja emerge from the earth surrounding the team. They're Rogue Ninja from the Hidden Stone Village. And they get in the team's way and start to fight them. Now eventually, while they're fighting, they get some backup from Panchi and Ishii. And the fight continues with Panchi and Ishii and the team versus the 5 Rogue Ninja. Eventually, the team is able to push the rogues back, and they continue their way making their way forward. But as they approach the edge of that earthy substance that they're on, and they enter the actual where buildings remain in the village, they see 2 men appear on the buildings in front of them. Well, we can't have that now, can we? Do you really think that you can stop us? The Leaf Village has just above 1,000 ninja at its peak. More than half of those are Genin or enrolled in the academy. That leaves 400 ninja that are Chunin or higher. Of those 400, 250 are out on missions, leaving only 150 to defend it. That's Chunin, Jonin, Ambu, and the Hokage himself. Our leader comprised us of more than 200 rogue ninja, all of which are at least ranked Chunin. And no one in your village, not the war heroes, not the head of the Ambu, none of them saw us coming. Not until G had to spill some intel for the sake of his revenge. But look at what I'm doing, wasting my time talking to corpses. Take pride knowing that you're about to die at the hands of the Blood Mist Brothers. But the 2 brothers both make a series of hand signs, hidden mist jutsu, and a thick layer of fog begins to envelop you all. Begins to envelop the team, restricting their vision. But as opposed to normal fog, when it's rolling in, they see it isn't white, but a dark red. As the mist is rolling in and their vision is being completely blocked, they hear the voice one more time. The last thing you'll see is our hands wrung around your necks. So, sorry again, guys, about the corrupted recordings. Yeah, unfortunately, there's just nothing I can do. There's no way to recover the files. They just didn't save, essentially. But, you know, I'm looking ahead to the next, at the very least, the next few parts, and everything looks good. So, yeah, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time with a non-corrupt episode.